And we're back. Don't you love that intro? Anyway, we're going to do a little digging down here. We're not going to dig too much. We're going to get a little bit of digging done. We do want to build a house, but we want to get the main chamber of the mining for diamonds level done. And that's going to be enough. So this video is going to air on a Sunday. So I hope you guys have a real nice, pleasant Sunday. See, I live here in San Antonio, and evidently the San Antonio Spurs, our local basketball team, is in some kind of playoffs or something. And I just found out about it because I don't follow basketball at all. I'm a little bit interested in baseball. I like baseball. I actually like playing baseball more than watching baseball. But there are two sports that I really like to watch. And that's hockey. And I also like watching mixed martial arts. Although I don't really like mixed martial arts as much as I used to. You see, I started watching the UFC back when it first started, back when Royce Gracie was beating everybody and submitting everybody. He was this little, small, skinny guy, and he was submitting all these big, humongous guys. And the UFC has really evolved over the years and turned into a completely different product, you know? It used to be the Wild West, you know? I mean, if you go back and you watch any of the UFCs between UFC 1 and like UFC 20, that was some wild and crazy stuff. It was pretty fun to watch. It still is pretty fun to watch, but it's not as crazy as it used to be. See, when I was a little kid, I really liked wrestling. I was really into Kerry Von Erich and the Von Erich brothers. I really liked those guys. I was a big fan of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. But then I found out that wrestling was fake. And that's when I stopped liking wrestling. Oh, another thing, when I was editing my video last evening, I realized I made an extra clock. I'm such a total idiot. I make an extra shield, I make an extra clock. Who knows what I'll do next? But anyway. Yeah, I sort of stopped watching wrestling because I don't like watching fake sports. I like watching real competition. That's why I stopped watching the NFL. Pro football, it just started getting a little bit fishy that some teams would get a bunch of penalties called on them and other teams wouldn't for the same thing, and it just seemed to me an awful lot like things were kind of fake and fixed. That's when I lose interest in a sport, is when it starts looking like it's fake. Now, golf is another sport that I like, but I like playing it, but I'm not a huge fan of watching it because it seems a little bit dull when you watch it. But being out there on the golf course, out in nature, that whole thing's pretty pleasant. It's very relaxing. Now, I don't know if it counts as a sport, but I used to play disc golf all the time. Really like disc golf. It's like golf, but you play it with a frisbee. And instead of holes in the ground, you're aiming the frisbee at these little metal baskets. It's pretty cool. We have a number of disc golf courses fairly close to where I live. And one of them, the one that's like about a mile from my house, it goes through these woods. Like half the disc golf course goes through woods, and it's pretty cool. Now, something I've never seen is a video game based on disc golf. I think that might be interesting. They're probably, I'm sure there's got to be a disc golf video game out there somewhere. I just haven't seen one. See, we're going to get this chamber dug out here. I'm not going to pretty it up or anything just yet. I just want to get the main part of it dug out, because this will supply me with quite a few blocks. And I'd kind of like to mix some tough bricks in with the stone bricks. Just because if you have nothing but stone bricks, it sort of makes it look kind of generic and flat. But stone bricks and any kind of bricks actually look really good with terracotta. It has this sort of optical illusion that makes it look like the terracotta is sinking in slightly from the bricks. And here we have some more diamonds. Doing pretty good on diamonds down here. This is going to be a good mine. Also, this mine is very close to a desert. So, if I head in the direction that the ladder is, which is this direction right here, I'll be digging underneath that desert. And you know what happens when you dig underneath a desert? There's a chance you might come across a diamond fossil. It's pretty rare, but it can happen. And if you find a diamond fossil, you're going to be getting a lot of diamonds. And also bone blocks. I wouldn't mind having some bone blocks. And we get some more lapis over here. It's not a bad thing. Yep, the pockets are almost full. But we want to get this main chamber completed in this episode. If I can do that, then we'll be good. And that way in the next episode, we can start building the house. Okay, now, I think what I want to do here is we'll go ahead and make some deep slate bricks as our little corner pillars. Now, what I like to do is to make sure that this is measured out properly. I just put the little starts to some of the tunnels that are going to be leading off of this. Well, it's nice to know we have a lot of tuff right down here. I do like building with tuff. Or as Molt says, tuft. With a T on the end. I was pretty surprised the other day to see that Molt was live streaming Minecraft. He's getting a little bit angry with Clash Royale right now. He's getting tired of it and sick of it. And I can't say I blame him. Ever since they came out with level 16 and these heroes and stuff, Clash Royale really has not been nearly as fun. I still go on there once in a while. I do a little playing every once in a while, but it's not as good as it used to be. But it's still better than a lot of games, you know? And sometimes you just feel like doing one little Clash battle and then calling it quits. And also, as far as my Clash Royale, not Clash Royale, my Clash of Clans goes, I'll be making some more Clash of Clans videos, but I'm just going to wait until I get my little base up to Town Hall 12. Right now it's still at Town Hall 11, and I'm upgrading stuff. But once I get to Town Hall 12, I'll probably make another video or two and see how many views it gets. Okay, I'd say this is a big enough main chamber. And our main tunnels will be 3 by 3. This saves a lot of confusion later on when you're coming out of your tunnels that you're mining in, and then you hit the main chamber, you know that it's the main chamber, you know exactly where you're at. This is just how I've always done it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is mine. I like to have 4 high ceilings when I'm down here because I know I'm down at the bottom of the world, and I have a tendency to get a little claustrophobic. Uh-oh. It looks like my inventory is too full to scoop up my bed. Whatever will I do? Guess I'll have to put a shield on and clear up a space. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and ladder our way back up to the surface, where I can go and say hello to my boys. I just love my dogs, and I got my striped pupper, and I got a calico pupper, so I'm very wealthy dog-wise. We're so early in this world. I love dogs. I'm sure you love dogs. I can't imagine somebody not liking dogs. Evidently, there are a whole lot of people in this world that absolutely hate dogs and want to kill dogs. And, you know, dogs are supposed to be man's best friend, but not to Muslims. Muslims, they see a dog and they see something they want to kill. And the more I'm finding out about Muslims, the less I'm liking it. I think a lot of people have no idea what's going on. I know I didn't. I started watching some videos by a scholar who specializes in these things. His name is Raymond Ibrahim. The guy's like a Library of Congress Muslim scholar. He's brilliant, and he's been explaining stuff, and I've been listening to his videos, and I tell you what, it's pretty shocking. It's very unsettling. It's very upsetting. I wouldn't suggest watching him unless you're prepared to feel pretty bad. The stuff that Muslims do to dogs is pretty disgusting. I thought the Chinese were bad. You know, the Chinese have these festivals where they skin dogs alive. It's no wonder that Iran and China are great friends and allies. I mean, you have to have some kind of really sick culture to be evil and nasty towards dogs. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I think anybody who sits around and defends Muslims and calls it the religion of peace, these people are aiding and abetting a really, really horrible culture that's doing terrible, evil things to the most innocent among us. Anyway, I'm going to clear this area out a little bit. Let me go over here and check my stone. I started this video about midday, so we got time. Okay, that's good. We got some stone here. Now we'll put this dirt up here. We'll put these wheat seeds down there. You know, I really should get a farm going too. Some kind of farm for my food. I do have plenty of beef right now, though. I do believe. And I got some raw beef here too. I think I'm going to go ahead and cook this raw beef up. Here's my little guys. Aren't you guys so cute? How would you guys like to have another baby, huh? Yes, the more the merrier. That's what I say. Be fruitful and multiply. Oh, this time we got a little calico guy. Excellent. Now, let's see here. Do I have another golden dandelion? Did I just make the one? Let's see here. Wait a second. Here we go. There's a dandelion right there. And gold. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... We got gold for that. It's worthwhile. We'll have a puppy of each variety. Who knows? We might have an all-puppy army. Boy, would that ever strike terror into the bad guys. An army of little puppies. Okay, guy. Where'd you go? There you go. Now you're going to be cute and little black face guy forever. Look at that face. Like a little ink splotch. Reminds me of Butters when Butters was a little baby. Just a dark little face. So cute. Okay. Well, I'm carrying around an extra shield, so I'm going to put this shield in with the food. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be getting organized here pretty soon. But before I can do anything like that, I need to clear out some more of this area. I probably won't really need all this area, but I will need it for farms later on anyway, so I might as well go ahead and do this. And that way, the next episode we can devote towards the design and building of the house, which I already have an idea in mind. Okay, well, we have a hole in the ground there now. Let's go and fill it up. Okay. I think that this will probably be enough space. The main building is going to be here, and it's going to encapsulate this. And then I'm going to have a side building coming off of it, like over here, that'll have my chests in it. And that should be pretty good. Now, a lot of this is going to get terraformed and cleared out anyway, simply because I'm going to have all kinds of farms, you know. Let's see, do I have any more axes on me? I'm going to cut down this big old tree over here. Oh, yes. Yes, we have some sticks here. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a big one. This is what I like to do. I like to climb up these guys. Yeah, that's another one of those really fun things in Minecraft. The sound of a log breaking as you chop it down. It's pretty sweet. Okay. That's why we made the extracts. And all this wood will come in handy very soon when I'm building all my chests. Question is, do I make all chests or do I make a bunch of barrels or what do I do? I'm still pondering that possibility. Sometimes you like building barrels if you want to incorporate it into the actual build of your house. Also, barrels are they're a little bit easier on the memory. Not that it really matters, I've never had any problems, but the thing I like about chests is a double chest will hold more than a barrel, so. Okay, just wait for that to despawn. It's looking good. How you doing, Joe? He just likes it over here. Good old Joe Camel. Yes. He's a good guy. Let's see, what is that? Did I get some leads from that wandering trader the other day? I think maybe what I'll do, I do have some leads. Here we go. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea at all to go ahead and claim Joe Camel as my own. Yeah, let me go over here and grab a little cactus. We'll pop that back there and we'll go over here and feed some to Joe so he loves me. Now, I don't think you actually need to do this. I think it's just a kind and polite courtesy. Let's go ahead and go ahead and make a post. Stupid little dog sounds. Tell you, they're so cute. And let's go ahead and make a saddle too while we're at it. That's right, we might not have a horse, but we can have something just as good here in the desert. The steed of the desert. I think we'll go ahead and let's see, let's pick that up. I've learned that camels are not fond. Well, let's put him right here. That way he can still go up on the grass. Yes. Let's see if we can pull this off. There we go. Hey there, Joe. I'm gonna saddle you up, buddy. Time to get up off your lazy butt and stop defying gravity over here, for crying out loud. Man, look at all the health. This is one hardy camel. He's a tough boy. Old Joe's got some hard bark on him. There you go, Joe. Now you're leashed up. You're a civilized camel. And your name is Joe, officially. Anyway, thanks for coming along, guys. I guess that'll be it for now. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next time.